I was born, and right away I had surgery for a bowel obstruction, and I was diagnosed with cystic fibrosis. Then in third grade I had another bowel obstruction, and then in fifth grade I had my first liver transplant. Again in sixth grade I had another one, and it's been good ever since.
Kevin has had quite an interesting course with his cystic fibrosis. He was one of the minority of patients, about 4%, who developed serious liver disease, and he required liver transplantation.
Outside of those very difficult times, he has enjoyed some very good health and is in good health now. Kevin's appetite, since even when he was a baby and was on formula, has always been not only good, it's been voracious. He's been very good. He's a healthy eater as well.
I was always hungry, and like my dad said, I did the protein shakes, I did everything. I was always hungry, it just wasn't gaining.
It's not unusual when you have chronic liver failure to have very poor ability to gain weight.
We introduced tube feeding pretty much right off the bat, just as something for the families to know is out there and it is an option, and should a time come when it's appropriate for their child and or themselves to make the decision to get a tube, that it's an option.
Thankfully, after his second transplant and he was healthy and really starting to flourish, that I think it was really introduced more soundly at that time. He was just about reaching 13 years old. And I just remember feeling the same way he kind of felt originally. Was we just got over some incredibly difficult times over the last couple of years, and we don't even want to visit it.
Even though after his second transplant, his weight was still of concern, the family kind of felt like, we've done a lot of stuff, we're working really hard, we don't want to take on the G-tube right now.
It took a lot of encouragement and counseling over time by the CF team and by his surgeon, who he's very close to get him to come to the point where he was ready to get the tube placed.
A big part of the feeding and of the tube feeding is that the patient has to be cooperative. It was a decision he had to make in concert with us, but on his own.
One day I just was like, you know what, I'll just get it. I really don't care. I just got it, and because I did see like the pamphlets, and I did see whatever you guys showed me, and it did. I saw that it did increase in growth, strength, and everything that you thought. It actually really does change and impact your life.
He had a G-tube placed just 7 months ago. He's made huge strides. His height is now cruising up towards his genetic potential. He's made great strides with his weight.
The benefit, obviously, is you're getting 2,000 calories per night. Within 2 months, you will see the results. Like, give it some time, but you will see it.
Well, we've been very impressed by the amount of size he's put on in the last 6 months.
People with cystic fibrosis who achieve normal growth have better lung health and a longer life expectancy than people who do not gain weight well and who do not attain the height that we would predict for their family.
This is going to help him continue to grow and battle whatever infections that are going to come his way for his lungs.
We do have a lot of families and patients who worry that they're going to become dependent on the calories that they're getting from the G-tube feeding. For most people, their appetite's increased, they have more energy, they're really using the G-tube as a surplus to what they're eating during the day, not as a replacement.
Overnight, it enlarges my stomach, so in the morning, I'm really hungry. The surgery, I really don't remember too much. I just remember waking up sore. At first, you're really cautious about your tube, because it can it moves, it moves at first, and you don't want to take a shower. It's really you know, but it, like when the doctors tell you you can take a shower, you can take a shower, and it actually feels good running down. Obviously the cons are, you know, you have to get surgery, and in my case, for any surgery, I get extremely worked up. But it helps so much that you can't put it into words really. You know, like, yeah, it's a pain to have this, you know, little tube in your body. Like, you can't see it, but it messes with your head a little bit. But if you get over that curve, if you get over that bump, it's all, you know, it's downhill from there.
A button will be visible in the abdominal wall, and it will leave a scar behind if it can be removed when the patient is older. There are lots of ways that you can cover that up in a way that doesn't look different from other people if that's your preference.
You know, kids go swimming, they play their sports, they do all of their normal activities.
I can swim, I can play football, I play like contact football, high school football I can play, basketball, lacrosse, nothing to stop me, so.
Kids live completely normal lives with the G-tube.
I'm honestly just saying this so it can benefit other cystic fibrosis patients, because I know it's benefited me. But honestly, when it's the right time for you to do it, when it clicks in your head and you think yes, you want to do it. Really, and just do it and keep with it, and you will see the results you want in a matter of time.